Shalin Mishra, an international famed IT professional having more than 20 years of IT software domain experience. The spirit and enthusiasm for knowledge was visible since childhood, which promoted to pursue education and knowledge and become an IT professional of international repute at a very young age. He received Dr. A.P. Abdul Kalam Professional Excellence Award in the year 2018 for his outstanding contribution to the society in the field of social work. Also received the Spirit Culture Award from the King's Association of Indonesia in the year 2019. Dr. Mishra also received multiple doctorate degrees from various reputed universities. Dr. Mishra also set up Astha Foundation, a non-governmental organization, on 3rd November 2014. As a chairperson, continues to provide leadership and take keen interest in the foundation activities and programs. Now, he is Senior IT Advisor, Singapore Exchange Singapore, National Vice President, Akhil Bharat Hindu Mahasabha, International Chairman, Astha Foundation Trust India, Managing Director, APL, Apparels LLP India, Jury Chair, Bhumi Ratna International Award, Life Member, CSI India, Director of International Human Rights Organization, Founder, Applied E-Logic Information Technology, Certificate Independent Director from. Apart from his core profession IT software, Dr. Mishra is presently working extensively in the field of international business promotion among countries through bilateral 8-to-8 business summits, conferences and seminars. Working in the field of youth empowerment, reducing unemployment, education, development and awareness. Working for decriminalization of society, political awareness and diplomatic ties between countries. TV panelist, editorial columnist in newspapers and also blogs. On behalf of Asha Pradeep, AP News, we have taken face-to-face special interaction with a special personality like him. Sir, being an international famed IT professional, having experience of 20 years, share your some experience.
Okay, so let me tell you what exactly I do. I am a data scientist. My work is to analysis data, give suggestion the best way to get the output in business intelligence, which will help the corporate and the industry owners to take a right decision. That is called business intelligence, BI. So this is my core profession. Okay, and data science is actually a huge thing, and I cannot explain even a short duration. But what exactly it do, it is a mechanism where we take data as information as input, and based on the the procedures, the programs and the business intelligence methodologies, we analyze the data. Then we help to generate forecasts. Like if I can give you one example, suppose there is a company is making cars. Then how this industry know that next year or in next 2 years or 3 years or 5 years what will be the market demand. So that information, because they have to, when they are going for a manufacturer manufacturing a car, so they have to purchase raw material, they have to set up industry factories, they have to hire people. So this is all based on predictions, so based on forecast, their sales forecast. So this thing, the BI analytics can help you to predict accurately. So this is a bit technical, I don't want to go for that, but yes, So this is the way we work. And as a data scientist, I work since last 20 years in various companies for various countries. My recent assignment was to Singapore Exchange, SGX. This is same like our national stock exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange. So SGX is the Singapore Exchange for Singapore. So I was the BI senior advisor to Singapore Exchange. So where I was leading the business intelligence and analytics wing. So this is my profession. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And this is also like this BI analytics is data science is the very hot cake in the market. Now whoever is interested to come to IT industry, these are the skill areas they have to focus on, so that they can get better visibility and better job and better employment conditions. Yeah.
Sir, being the National Vice President of Akhil Bharatiya Hindu Mahasabha, share something about this.
Okay, so basically I came from a freedom fighter family. My grandfather was a Gandhian freedom fighter. So politics is always an interest in my family. Even though I work in a different industry in different countries, but I have always interest to do something in politics. Okay, and basically this Akhil Bharat Hindu Mahasabha, I was there for more than 1 year as a national vice president. This is the parent organization of BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party. So ideologically I am nationalist. So this organization was created by Madan Mohan Malviya. I think you all know about Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, many stalwarts. Okay, later they formed different parties like Jansangh, BJP and all. But this was their parent organization is always Hindu Mahasabha. So experience was like that. I can say Hindu Mahasabha is now politically irrelevant. It became politically irrelevant because they are from Hindu Mahasabha itself BJP came out. So BJP is now a prominent party, and this is the reason why it became politically irrelevant. Okay, I was working as a national vice president in the impression of that we can do some better thing, and we can correct some wrongdoing currently since last couple of years is happening within that Hindu Mahasabha. So that's why in that expectation I joined that party and worked for that more than 1 year. But in the last 6 months I resigned from that party because I found that it is not politically relevant anymore, because their sub-product is BJP, and BJP is ruling the organization in the country. So I thought, okay, no, this is not the right platform, we can do anything. So then I just gave up that position. But journey was fine. I got a lot of experience learning, also to political exposure from that.
Sir, you are a column writer, social activist, and also experienced IT professional.
Yeah.
In these qualities, variety qualities, how do you manage?
Yeah, is a question. Actually, this is completely 3 different areas. Okay, but it is my IT is my bread and butter. You can say I work for my bread and butter, and this column writing and social work is my hobby. Okay, so column writing from my childhood, I have a special interest because my grandfather used to tell okay, you read this editorial board, you read this box news and all. So from my school time, I used to read this thing. Later, gradually, I have some development in that particular area where I started writing. It started from my high school time. So when I started writing, I wrote in my school magazines and other magazines. And later I moved to completely political current affairs articles I used to write. So this is all my articles. If you go any Odia or my Hindi editorials I wrote, these are all based on some principles and to create awareness among people. So this is my only intention. Is not, there is no commercial involvement is there. Okay, I don't write for money. I write for to create some awareness among people, reader. And when I receive calls after there is this article published in so and so paper, then the day I receive many calls, and mostly senior citizens, they used to call me, because normally our generation people, they never go for that editorial board. They go for front page, back page, sports page, and entertainment page. But normally the senior citizens, they used to read this editorial board, or the students, those who are preparing for civil service and other people, they used to call me. Then I feel that is my reward, okay, because I wrote something which will be valuable for this segment of people. So this is a hobby, and gradually it became my prominent hobby. Whenever I get time, I used to write an article. So that is thing. And social work, as I am also leading some international and national social organizations. So this is also I can say that, okay, whatever you are doing for your bread and butter, for your business, for earning money, that is different. Apart from this, every person should have some responsibility, some commitment towards the society. So in that context, I involve in many social service organizations internationally and nationally. And I have also my own NGO that is called Astha Foundation. We used to work on social development, employability conditions, upliftment of people, then the cultural promotion of Indian culture, promotion of abroad. We do a lot of international events in different part of world to promote and preserve our culture. And this my foundation is doing, Astha Foundation doing this work. And also youth empowerment is also one key area where we work to create trained youths in various technology, in various educational streams, where they can get sustainable jobs. Okay, so that is our one of our foundation's activity. So also like women empowerment is also a part of that, where even we conduct faculty development program, where the university professors, the college lecturers, to them we try to give trainings and help them for being updated as per the market standard. Means what, see, like if a college professor is working for a university, he or she left the college or university maybe 20 years back or 10 years back, like that. So that time whatever his knowledge was 10 or 20 years old. So we need continuous development, knowledge is always need to be refreshed, right? We used to say, okay, after 10 or after graduation or post graduation, our education is stopped. No, every day is a new learning day, and knowledge is something every day you need to refresh. So faculty development program we conducted in various organizations in the help of state governments or central government initiatives. We used to give them market means what, that current situation, right? Based on that we help them, we train them to become the market standard. So that is also one of the key area where we work, our foundation work. I used to go to different educational institutions in abroad also, to give lecture on Indian culture, how great it is, what was our heritage, culture, tradition, and how it will help you to lead for a beautiful life in today's era also. Like these are other things where I focus as a social worker, and writing is always a part of that, to help me to be updated and to be connected with my readers, my fan followers. So that's why I write article, madam.
Sir, your reaction about political scenario of India?
Okay, this is a very tricky question, but okay, I will answer it. See, my personal observation is, like Indian politics is not yet matured. Means the democracy what we follow, we never follow as a democratic setup, right? So you can see, like we always tell that India is the biggest democratic country, but what is the value of democracy in India? This is missing. So in India we from 500 plus princely state was there when British left us in 1947, and once India became a republic, till that, all this 500, I think 550 or plus 56 something, exact number I am missing, but that princely state became a part of our Indian state. So this the whole idea is, see, like, because we have to focus on democratic setup, right? But what exactly we saw today also, the leaders are coming from legacy, like their father became a minister, a MP, MLA, and the son, the daughter, they are coming like that, or son-in-law, daughter-in-law, nobody else. So this democratic value is ruined. Okay, in India it is a multi-party democratic setup, but where you can say same set of people, they are moving from one party to another. Like 5 people are there, 2 are from one party, another one is from a different party, another 2 is from different party. But in the end of the day, whenever see these 5-6 people are there, those who are shifting from one party to another party to another, nothing else. That means what? Nepotism is in the high order in India. Without a family background, if you are not a son or daughter of any leader or politician, then you will never get a chance to become a leader. So this is the highest in the world. Okay, corruption, we are completely number one. The corruption is very high in India. No government, no policy is we are making to reduce corruption. We are just talking. We are talking. So yes, political literacy is also very weak. People are okay for any accepting free wise and vote any parties without realizing the positive or negative side of that party or their agendas, right? If you go, and urban people, the educated mass, they are not going for voting. These are some real life problems we are facing, why our democracy is failed in India. I can simply say that Indian democracy is a completely failed system, right? You never see in foreign countries, I can say the ministers, the MPs, they live just like a common man like us. But here a huge budget is involved to give them protection, their security, their cars, their vehicles, their arcade, a lot of things. These are a luxury like a king or something like that. When we are talking about democracy, it is people's government. Then what is people? It is highly segmentized. Certain people are enjoying power, money, everything, all the luxuries, okay, and in the same time, the most of the people in the city, in the country, they are struggling for getting the basic needs, right? We don't have enough bed in hospitals. We don't have jobs. We don't have the basic necessity for a common man, right? We are everywhere, common man is struggling. But you can see in the other side of the democratic setup, where a minister, a MP, MLA, they are living like a luxurious king life. So they have huge big cars, they have people, they are wasting money like anything. So there is a huge thing we have to do to convert our country as a real democratic country. Now what we are seeing our country is a fake democratic setup. So this setup need to be changed, and only people can make these changes. No government can do. Government means the same set of people, the politicians, and they always become aggressive to safeguard their own interest. They increase their salary as per market standard, but they never think how people will pay this much of tax, okay, in a negative scenario where most of the people are unemployed. We don't have enough hospitals. In hospitals, we don't have enough beds. We don't have enough doctors. So this is we don't have enough schools where education, we are simply saying, okay, education is free, but what free? Nothing is free. People are forced to believe that, okay, we'll give you free ration, we'll give you free gas connection, we'll give you falana, everything. These are all, you have to understand, this is a mindset they are forcing you to believe in that. But Yeah, 1 rupee rice is a popular scheme in India and many states in India, like in Odisha also, in other states also I saw. But for that 1 rupee rice, the rest amount they are looting us from indirect way. They are increasing petrol price unnecessarily. They are putting so many taxes. They are looting toll tax. They are looting registration tax in the vehicles. Okay, they everywhere you go there is a huge tax, right? In such scenario, don't you think that whatever that people are enjoying the free buys of 1 rupee kilo rice, and they are indirectly paying the huge tax to the government? So we have to understand we don't need 1 rupee rice, but what we need is the capability to buy. Even if it is 100 rupees per kilo rice is there, we are capable enough to buy it. So we have to change the scenario. We need job, we need industrialization, we need education for our kids, proper education. But we don't need this free wise. But yes, our country setup is like that. If they will stop now, the problem is, see, like suppose one government since last 50 years they are doing all these things. If the new government will come and stop, then he will never get vote. What he will do? He has to see his political success also. So then they are just repeating. So political scenario is very disastrous in India, and people they don't have any option. They squeeze all the options. They gave you a scenario like hypnotizing type of scenario where they stop your thought process. Few intellectuals are there, they always, but okay, they somehow they manage them to in their favor. Either they to give them some award, position, portfolio, seat, chair, whatever, to be with their side. That is their trick. Okay, if I am complaining today, tomorrow they will call, okay boss, what is your problem? You want to go for electoral politics? You come, we will give you ticket. Now we see the public servants. There is two things: the public servant and the public representatives. Public servant means the government employee. So public representatives means the MLA, MPs, those who are the people's representative. Now there is a new trend is there, like people are resigning from public service and joining politics to become public representative. I can tell you with 100% in my own responsibility that a public servant has more capability, has more option to serve the people than a public representative. If a public servant want, he can serve the nation, serve the people more. Then what is the point of quitting their job and joining politics? And what they are telling, okay, we came for to serve the people. To serve the people, you are in the best scenario, and we are giving that scenario. If you are a bureaucrat, if you are a Indian administrative officer, then you have more option to help people. But you are giving that option, and you are coming again to politics just to be in power, enjoy the luxury of a politician. That is the only intention. If these people are telling, okay, I joined politics to serve people, that is totally bogus statement. That in my point of view I am talking about. You guys can understand. A collector of a district has more flexibility, power and privilege to help people to implement schemes, people friendly schemes than a MLA. MLA is a certain, they have some limitations. So if suppose one collector will come, okay boss, I am quitting my job and I am joining a party to become MLA. What is the reason? That to serve people. Then they are just making us fool. My point. So this is the thing. So political scenario is very disastrous. I am again telling, there is no democracy in Indian setup. So youth mass should come forward and to reform this democratic setup, which is our constitution rights also.
Sir, do you prefer hard work or smart work?
Okay, so nowadays there is no hard work, everything becomes smart work, right? But how we differentiate these two things, so that is a trick. So smart work means, you see, like with giving very less effort, we have to achieve something, to do the job without not without, but by giving less effort than hard work, I can say. The traditional work nobody is doing nowadays. Everyone, I can say, everyone is preferring to become a smart worker with less time, with less effort, more result. That is called smart work. When we go for the hard work thing, like, it's not necessarily you have to work 24/7, you have to work 7 days, like our great PM Modi ji is telling that I am working for 18 hours, I am working for, I did not take any leaves and all. So this actually carry a negative remark, negative statement among the people, because this is not the ideal scenario. We should not work 18 hours, we should not work 20 hours. We should have a proper work-life balance. We have a family, we have society, we have relatives. So apart from our work, we should dedicate some time for our family. We should dedicate some time for our society, for their betterment. We should dedicate some time for our kids. We should dedicate some time for our friends, relatives. So if we'll always put a benchmark that we should work for 18 hours, 20 hours, this is bullshit. I never prefer hard work. I always prefer smart work. But yes, if to propaganda is something different, I can say, oh, I woke up 5 a.m. in the morning and I am working till 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, 12 midnight. But these are all nonsense things. Then I have lackings. I don't know how to work smartly. That's why I am putting more efforts. I need more time, right? So always, madam, smart work is the best way. And nowadays, I am working in a smart industry. IT industry means smart industry. So smart industry, who will prefer to work hard? We always work smart way. So that because IT came to reduce people's effort. They are like previously we have manual work in banks and all. Now they became core banking with their online things. So a lot of efforts reduced. That is called smart work. So my industry, I am an expert in IT, and my industry belongs to smart thing. So I always prefer the smart work.
Sir, can you share your message for new IT professionals?
Yeah. Yes, sure. See, IT or non-IT doesn't matter. You always focus on what you like most. If you like any subject, and whether it is IT or non-IT, doesn't matter. But yes, if you like IT, then you have to be in that, and you have to see what are the brighter side and what best you can do for that. And that is applies to every sector, every subject line. In IT, yes, nowadays, as I told you before, that nowadays IT became an integral part of all other industries. Whether it is a manufacturing, whether it is a finance, whether it is a insurance, whether it is a education, whether it is a aerospace, any sector you go, any line of work you go, IT is the backbone of that company or organization. So that's why we have huge jobs. That's why we have huge opportunity to work in IT. People are showing interest, but not necessarily. If you are good in farming, you always should go for farming. You should not come to IT. If you are good in other things, you are a singer, you are a dancer, you are good in some other things, then better you should focus on that. Don't come for IT. But yes, IT is always good, I can say, and our life is become a very dependent on IT. Whether you go to bank or to any other government office or a private sector, or using a mobile phone or a laptop, everything, IT is the backbone. In the background, IT is working. That's why there is a huge scope. IT, you can get, IT industry can give you a lot of jobs and all. But yes, to get quality job in IT also, we have many segmentation of jobs, like very low profile job, very high profile job. Okay, based on that, what exactly you do in IT, based on that you have to see, okay, whether I'll go up just like a programmer or a user of a IT setup, or I want to do some powerful things. Then you have to do some market research, what exactly the demand is, from which technology we are industry is looking for people. So we have to always upgrade our knowledge. So this is a continuous upgradation of your knowledge is required in IT. It's not necessarily, your learning will never stop in IT industry. Today you are working in this some technology, tomorrow it will become outdated and a new technology come and you have to be friendly with that technology. That means every day is a learning day for you guys. So IT industry is for everyday learners, not for one time or a monotonous people. Like, okay, I know 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. That means my learning is end and I'll do all rest of my life like that. No, not like that. IT means 2 plus 2 is 4 or 2 plus 2 is 8 also. And how it will become 8, that new technology tell you. So it is a continuous learning thing. IT is always need upgradation. Yesterday we are working in, if you say Word or Excel or whatever, we started when 97, Word 97, Word 90. Now it became XP and other latest versions. So every 1 or 2 years you are getting new applications, new technology. Same like our technology side, huge technology changes has happened in due course of the last 10 years. When I was in university and colleges, what I was reading, nowadays I am not even using that 1% of knowledge. Everything is changed and everything is upgraded. So IT means always you need upgradation. So that is my message to all of you, that if you are choosing IT as your career, be ready to read every day, be ready to learn every day. That is my message to you all guys. Thank you.